Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. And there's an interesting statistic that goes to show how bad Rachel Reeves is as Chancellor of the Exchequer. According to the Adam Smith Institute, highly regarded think tank and analysis unit that looks at national and international finances, Britain is about to become the worst place for millionaires. Now, this sounds, oh, well, if most people who aren't millionaires, oh, good, excellent, screw them, they're rich. It's incredibly bad. According to this institute, the share of the population in this country who are millionaires is going to fall by 20%. Now, that is devastatingly bad. 4.55% today of people in this country are millionaires. That's going to fall to 3.62%. Proportionally, more millionaires are leaving Britain than any other country in the world. And you've got to include the likes of Russia in that, where people are getting out because of all the problems. So it's a stunning indictment of how bad the policies are. But many of these millionaires are wealth creators. They have companies, they employ people, and they're leaving and they're taking their money with them. And what are they leaving behind? Well, they're closing their companies. They're firing their staff. Why? Because they're being punished for being successful by a Labour government that absolutely hates success, hates ambition, hates people who strive for more. And millionaires, of course, pay significantly more tax than everyone else. 90% of all income tax is paid by the top 10% of earners. Now, of course, they're leaving for many reasons, but predominantly it's the tax regime being introduced. That's already been introduced in some cases and will be introduced by Rachel Reeves. People are scared. They don't want to be, get these punishment beatings for the crime of being successful. So off they go. And now Nadhim Zahawi, former Chancellor for a while, wasn't he? He's saying that Rachel Reeves needs to calm things down, needs to stop being so zealous in her attacks on wealth. He's saying that as you attack wealth, wealth leaves, and the people who suffer are the ones that remain. He says it makes it so much harder because you've still got the overheads required, but no one's paying into the system. And with fewer people working, you've got to tax the middle classes and the working classes even more, as well as cut services. The vulnerable pay. The vulnerable suffer more. And it's just there. It is just there. They've got no idea how to run an economy. They've got no idea how taxation works. They've got no idea on human nature. And why, if you had all this money and it was freely movable, why would you keep it in a high tax area when you could just sod off quite easily to a low tax area, take your money with you and go, well, that's easy, isn't it? Why should I pay all that extra tax in Britain when I can sit over here, pay a lot less tax? And that's what's happening. And they're leaving at the rate of about 10,000 a week. Money is pouring out of this country. Billions upon billions of pounds are leaving all the time, most of which will never come back. Britain's becoming incredibly unattractive for investors. And of course, with the plans to shut down the oil fields and the gas fields, with the plans to decarbonise this and harm that, and with excessively high energy charges, you'd be mad to come and invest in Britain. Britain itself will turn into a third world shithole. Of course, that's entirely what the plan is. They want to destroy Britain. It's the only reason they're doing what they're doing. This is not by accident. This is design. Once is happenstance, twice is coincidence, three times is enemy action. And I think it's quite clear to see that the Labour Party are, for the people of this country, the enemy. Thanks very much. Goodbye.